Hey guys, so I have my new AirPods 2. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing video, make sure to check it out. It's pretty funny, but you guys know what AirPods 2, they're pretty much the same. But today, we're going to put them inside my ears and see if making music in Logic with a wireless MIDI like a Seaboard Block would actually allow us to have wireless sound out nearly instantly, and if all that latency is good enough to allow us to play seamlessly and not get pissed off like I did with AirPods 1. Tune in. So since I've owned AirPods 1, they've been my go-to listening destination. I mean, once you own these things, why own anything else? Let alone take it outside with you on a daily basis. But here's the thing, I carry it on my laptop all the time because I'm either writing a script or making music or just doing general editing, and I really want to do all those things at every free moment that I have, whether it's on the train, whether it's waiting for a bus, whether it's inside a car, whether my friend's talking to me, whether my girlfriend's trying to chat with me. I don't care. I want to use my computer for my work. So what happens when you try to use wireless headphones to make music with through MIDI? Well, because of course you want the feedback of what you're playing either on your computer's keyboard or with an external MIDI, but what happens when that latency is too much? Well, you just get pissed off because you hear the note when you tap the button, but it's just not soon enough for your brain to register that it's the same thing. So either you can trick your hand-hearing coordination to quickly calculate the space in between the hit and the noise so that you begin playing a rhythm and you can actually tap the keys in succession with that correct millisecond before you hear the noise. I can do it sometimes. I don't want to ever have to do it, and some people can't do it, nor should they ever have to need to do it. So we're hoping that AirPods 2 solves this problem, because if it does, I'd recommend it to everybody. I'd recommend all the music makers watching this video to go out and buy them instantly, because really, when you open up your laptop, you take your Seaboard Block or whatever wireless MIDI or small mobile MIDI you have and plug it into your computer, and you put those things in. They're so tiny, they're so easy to carry around. The sound quality is perfect. If you can play that and create the rhythm that you need to create on the fly, they really do become a very special and different product than what they already are right now. So let's figure it out. Well, that's starting up. I'm going to pull this out and grab my Seaboard Block, which has a permanent space in my home right here. And we're going to connect it. I haven't used the Seaboard Block in a very long time, so I'm expecting a few updates, but I'm hoping there aren't any in actuality. Let's see if it's charged. It is charged. If we are in, I'm going to play a little something. And we are working A-okay. Now it is already somewhat slow. Again, these are wireless, so that can happen. It's not slow enough to get annoyed about though, and that's the important thing. It may be slow, but it's not slow enough to get annoyed about. On my left here I have AirPods 1, and on my right the brand new just unboxed AirPods 2. We're going to open these up and connect them to my laptop. Now if everything worked out perfectly, these should already be here on my laptop because I connected them to my iPhone. And here they are, Dakota's AirPods. That should be them. It is them. iCloud's working nice and good today, and here we go. So the latency isn't that great, and it is annoying. I don't find myself ever resorting to playing like that unless I absolutely leave my extra pair of headphones that I carry around. AirPods 2 are away, and here are AirPods 1. We're going to go back and see if they're any better compared to the first attempt. Connected. In fact, connected faster than the AirPods 2. That felt really good. That's bizarre. Very bizarre. Honestly, they're either the same. Well, my AirPods 1 is slightly faster than the AirPods 2. We're going to put the AirPods 2 back on. We're going to try it on the Seaboard, then we're going to go to the keyboard that's on the laptop. This is freaking me out because, come on, it's like so close but so far. No improvement with the Seaboard. Let's go to the keyboard and see what happens. So at first I wasn't enjoying it. They felt ever so slightly faster than with the Seaboard, but still too annoying to actually play with. But then something happened when I kept playing the same melody, and that was that my brain got used to it, and all of a sudden I was pressing the keys earlier than I expected the sound, and that meant that it worked. Just for that one moment. Maybe if there's a bigger patch on it, it wouldn't work that well, but for a moment it worked. But all in all, it didn't work. I cannot recommend these for music production at all. It's still just as annoying and just as annoying For the meantime, I'm still going to be carrying around my aux cable earpods for the foreseeable future, which is so very annoying, the fact that I have these in my pocket and I still have to carry on those dang wires. So if you've noticed the lighting's changed a little bit, I forgot a few things, and that is, let's try out the Airpods 2 with music making on the iPhone. If my suspicion is correct, the Bluetooth chips inside the iPhone may be the thing that allows it to pair faster, and the faster pairing that comes with the Airpods 2 may not work with Macs and other older devices. I'm going to use GarageBand today, as that is everyone's most popular thing. I'm just going to go into the keyboard. I'm going to play a few keys here. Using Bluetooth, you may notice a delay when playing touch instruments or when playing back your music when using Bluetooth. It gave me that warning. This is not with the Seaboard Block yet. This is just Airpods and iPhone. Honestly, I've got some bad news. And that is that I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as on the Mac. I don't think there's any latency difference between Logic Pro on the Mac and GarageBand on the iPhone. I'm going to connect our Seaboard here to GarageBand and see what we can pull out of it. Towards the end, I started wondering, is it any better? Because I started getting used to it, and it wasn't. I just started getting used to it. And once I started playing a very particular rhythm, fast repeating rhythm, and started looking at my fingers hitting the keys and hearing the hit, I realized it wasn't. We weren't gaining any speed or decreasing any latency. They still lag too much, both with the touch on the iPhone and with a Seaboard Block with a wireless Bluetooth connected MIDI. It just lags far too much. Now, here's the thing. If you have the skill, you can still jot down your stuff with the lag. People who've tried it know exactly what I'm talking about. When there's too much lag, sometimes you have it with your computer and you have a patch that's too demanding. There's not enough resources on your computer to handle that patch, and you start to get that lag and you still have to play through it, and you just say, fuck it, I'm just going to play through it and try to counteract the lag. And that'll be the same scenario for music making and AirPods too. For me, I think I'm going to stay with my Airpods 1. These Airpods 2 don't really bring anything new to me except for a bigger battery and Hey Siri, but outside of that, the Airpods 1 to me are exactly the same, and for a few moments just now, they paired faster. Maybe these just need to warm up, maybe they need to get used to the profiles with these certain computers and stuff like that, maybe they'll get a little bit faster. All in all, the point is that if you can find Airpods 1 for cheaper than you can for Airpods 2, buy them, because you're saving money, and you're not getting much with the extra money spent if you buy Airpods 2, unless you really need to say Hey Siri. Make sure to like and subscribe for more unboxing videos and cool little deals that I may find on the internet related to electronics and or filmmaking. A lot of Disney parks videos and a lot of me just ranting about the things that I like in life, including gardening and dancing and really just human fuckery. So make sure to like and subscribe and stay around, please. Bye.